gonna spend a couple seconds. Look at that hat, stylish. This is the Word Wednesday live. We're gonna let people get on. Give us thumbs up and a like. Let me hang on one second. Little technical issues. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me out there? Give us thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I know, Paige is much cooler. She's got her lucky shirt on. I have my very cool chapeau. This is Word Wednesday. Give us thumbs up. Send it to all your friends. We're going to be talking about Theta, Theta, Theta. Paige is going to start off the Word Wednesday in a couple seconds here. Who's in the chat room? We got Amy off to the side. Everybody. Hi, everybody.
We got Crypto Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Crypto Chris Carr. What up? Crypto Nana's in there
Hi, Crypto
somewhere.
Nana.
David Rivera. God, this sign. Josh
Josh
Lake.
Lake in the house.
All right. That's wonderful. All right. We're going to give, this is Paige's first live stream. So we're going to have some fun. I'm going to be joking with her, but she's got a lot of great questions. So she's going to start off her Word Wednesday in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Bix Paige's first Q&A live. We are going to be talking all about Theta today. There are so many questions that you guys ask about Theta on email, Instagram, YouTube, and Bix doesn't have all the time in the world to answer those, so I thought we should make a whole video dedicated to all of your questions on Theta. So let's get right into it.
First of all, happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
And watch, I am on the Cleanse the Juice week. This is juice to me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, one more thing. During the show, you're going to hear huge jet airplanes flying by. We're literally stationed right under the flight path for Miramar. Those who have seen Top Gun, it's like sitting on the runway every once in a while. So every time you hear a jet go by, is the time to drink. All right?
Little drinking game. Little St. Patrick's Day drinking game.
All right, Paige.
Okay, so I have divided the questions up into categories, and we'll start with the first category. Theta is pretty much like a rare Pokemon, in my opinion. No one knows how to get it. No one knows how to catch it. So this had over 50 questions of where can I buy Theta? How do I buy Theta tokens with USD before it goes live on Coinbase? Where's a good place to buy Theta? Can someone please help me? I'm trying to find Theta. So how do we buy Theta?
Oh, wow. That is a good question. Actually, we do have instructions on the private road, but I will be talking about everything today. So I think if you're a newbie, the best place to get it is Simple Swap, where you swap either Litecoin or Ethereum for Theta. And it's interesting. Simple Swap has liquidity in Theta sometimes, and sometimes it does not. So you'll be saying, well, where's Theta? That usually means that Binance isn't offering any on SimpleSwap, and that's where they get most of their Theta. But simpleswap.io is probably the best place. If you want to do cash, there is we have a partnership with Caleb and Brown in Australia. They're backlogged. It takes like 3 weeks to get your KYC, so just be patient with them. Basically all the newbies are trying to get in now. And they're saying, why is it so busy? Well, you should have got on 6 months ago. But those are probably the two best places. Also got added to KuCoin, KuCoin. I've used it a couple times, not real happy with it, but it's another place to get it. And there are a few others and more. Very soon it'll be coming to Coinbase and Gemini and Kraken, which are US approved large exchanges, highly regulated. So if you want to get some Theta in the near future, but don't feel comfortable with it, get yourself a Coinbase account and wait for it to get added to Coinbase, like the rest of the masses. 300 million people coming on.
Yes.
There's my short answer.
So in order to do that, you would have like a Litecoin wallet. You would get some Litecoin, go on SimpleSwap, swap that Litecoin for Theta, and then you would have a Theta wallet on your phone, and that Theta would be transferred into that wallet, correct?
Yep. And,
Okay.
But you can get your Theta wallet on a phone by just going to the App Store. It's called the Theta Wallet, I believe, and just downloading that, and then write down your 12 words because those are all important.
Yes, seed
Okay.
phrase.
Seed phrase.
Okay, so
One down.
One down.
Mind you, I don't know any of these questions beforehand, so if I don't know it, I'm just saying, I have no idea, and drink.
So that brings us to our second topic is Coinbase. So when will Theta go on Coinbase? When are Coinbase and Binance going to put Theta and Theta Fuel on their exchanges? I can't understand why Coinbase, Gemini, and Binance haven't listed Theta. When is Theta going to Coinbase? And which US exchange might be first?
Okay, well, with Binance US does not carry Theta, but Binance Asia does. I think a lot has to do with the regulators. I think they know how big it's going to be, and they're a little afraid, or they're trying to hold us purposefully away from the best cryptocurrency out there, which is another possibility. As far as when, let's see, Coinbase announced that they will be announced Theta with a bunch of coins, I think about 20 coins that it will be added, but they didn't give a time frame. They just said these are the coins we're looking at. Now, all you Theta lovers is like, well, obviously Theta will be the next one since it's going to be the best cryptocurrency in the world, and that's what I think too. But I think my prediction is it'll happen before they go public. Coinbase goes public, or did they go? I don't think they have yet. They announced it, but after the mainnet 3.0 is implemented on April 21st to make sure there's no hiccups. That's my guess if I had to guess. So late April, early July is what I've told private road members that I expect to see Theta either come on Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini. That's my answer.
Perfect.
I'm drinking now.
Me too.
Oh, I forgot we're supposed to wait for a fighter pilot to fly by and wave at Paige.
Or
Okay.
after each category.
Okay. Next category, please.
So now we are going to move on to storing Theta. So some of the questions I received about storing Theta is, in what wallet do you store Theta tokens at? Where can I store Theta? Is there any hard wallet that supports Theta? I don't have any crypto yet, but I'm planning to buy Theta. I'm in Australia. What is the best way for me to store Theta? I heard Ledger is hard to use. I have Theta on my digital wallet, and I'm now thinking about a hard wallet. How do I get a hard wallet? I read yesterday in the comments section of Bix's video that some people have had their iOS mobile wallets hacked. Can you address this and how to avoid these issues? Thanks. Safest way to store Theta is the Theta wallet safe.
Okay, there's a lot in there, so let's talk about the safest. Obviously is probably a hardware wallet. I use a Trezor. Now, Trezor and Ledger, I haven't used the Ledger. I heard it's a little harder, but the Trezor, they haven't added support for Theta, but Theta built a bridge over to the Trezor, and let me explain why. Okay, let me get this straight. Theta and Ethereum use the same SHA-256 algorithm to create wallets. So people, if you send your Theta from Theta mainnet to Ethereum, it will accept it, but it's on the Ethereum wallet and you won't see it on the Theta ledger. All this stuff was going on. Now, why did Theta use the same thing as Ethereum? The idea was for the programmers to be able to program in both languages. It's the same language, cross-chain. That's what is put out there. I think it's because they know that Ethereum is way too slow and way too expensive, and it is questionable whether Ethereum will be around in the long run. And the ability to port for any of these crypto tokens that run on the Ethereum blockchain, the ability to go over to Theta is completely seamless because they are using the same programming language. That's my conspiracy side. So definitely Trezor. The way to get your Trezor, your Theta on your Trezor is to go to Theta Labs desktop wallet, and on the far right it says hardware. You click on Trezor or Ledger, and it'll walk you through how to set that up. So that's number one. Number two is the mobile wallets are pretty damn good. But yes, there is a slight ability to for a hacker to call into AT&T and say, oh, I'm changing my phone, I broke my phone, I need to change my SIM card and get a copy of the SIM card or something like that is how they've been doing it. The best thing to do for you is to call if you keep your Theta on your phone, call your phone company and say, add a 4-digit sign-in code to your account, so that anybody who tries to change your account, you'd have to say what the 4-digit sign-in code is. That's what people are doing. Again, mobile wallets are great. They're easy to use. They're portable, but they're not as safe. So a lot of people start out with mobile wallets, and Theta wasn't that much money, so they had a couple $1,000s on their mobile wallet. Now they look at their wallet, they've got $50,000, $60,000 on it, and are saying, oh shit. So yes, good idea to upgrade to a Trezor. There's other things. You can make a paper wallet using the Ethereum paper wallet generators, but you've got to do that properly, never online, and it's a little advanced on that, and you can't stake on it safely. So you can stake on a Trezor, you can stake on a mobile phone. So there you go. That's my take on wallets.
Nice. Thank you, Bix,
You're
for
welcome, Bix.
informing us on Theta wallets. Now we are going to switch over to talking about Guardian nodes. So what is the advantage of having a Guardian node?
Well, the Guardian node is basically you're staking your Theta, which means you're locking it up for a certain amount of time. You're running a node to help guard the blockchain, the Theta blockchain. And you get rewarded by little bits of Theta fuel. Now, that has changed a little, the way they allocate Theta fuel. It used to be every 15 minutes or so you get a little bit, tiny bit of Theta fuel. They've changed how that is done. It is now allocated in bigger lumps, but not every 15 minutes. Depending on how much you have staked, it might be a couple days before you get your big lump. Overall, you make the same amount, but it looks different. And I keep getting calls from people, oh my God, Bix, my Guardian node isn't working anymore because I'm not getting my T-fuel every 15 minutes. That's what happened. So go to Medium, the Theta Medium page, and it has an explanation of what they did. Yeah, and it's a good thing. You're still making the same amount of T-fuel. It just comes in less frequently, but in bigger lumps.
Okay.
All right.
So if I have 1,000 plus tokens, I can have a Guardian node.
That is true. Oh, good. A true-false question. True. That's true.
So let's say I have a bunch of Theta tokens in my Theta wallet. Do I automatically have a Guardian node and start earning Theta fuel, or how does that work?
No, the Guardian node is actually a program that's run on a computer. It helps secure the blockchain. It basically validates the validator nodes. So there's a handful of validator nodes. Guardian nodes watch over the validator nodes to make sure they're doing it right.
And in order to have a Guardian node, you need to stake your Theta. You can't just have it sitting in your wallet.
Correct. But you can stake it to Gpool, which might be a future question.
It might be.
Might be a future question. But yeah, you can run your own Guardian node on your computer, or you can piggyback off the Gpool node.
Okay. Hi, can you tell me what the Guardian node holder summary on the Theta app? I was trying to deposit so I could stake my Theta, but I don't know what that is.
Okay, so again, with the Guardian node, you run the program on your computer, and it validates and checks all the transactions. When you do that, that's where you get your Guardian node holder summary, which you can, basically is what you stake with. So you got to run the program on your computer, or you can use Gpool. And if you go to gpool.io, basically you're piggybacking off their Guardian node summary. Their Guardian node, they got computers, seven locations around the world, running the same thing you would run on your laptop, but they're better at it. They're computer experts, and you can use their Guardian node holder summary to stake your Theta.
Perfect. Trying to get a Guardian node.
Hey, I'm like 5 for 5 right now. And I'm drinking Guinness.
Another sip.
I'm starting to hear some. That's just a helicopter.
They'll come soon.
It's all good.
Very soon.
It's all good.
So, trying to get the Guardian node to sync so I can stake Theta just keeps getting further away from sync. Days have passed, still not syncing. Do you have any advice?
It has to do with the speed of your computer, of your Wi-Fi, all that stuff. My advice would be piggyback off Gpool. Go to gpool.io. Unless you really want to have that control of running your own node, most people I suggest run off the Gpool node. But if not, if you really want to do it on your own computer because you're having fun, you got to monitor it 24/7. And once it gets downloaded and starts running, you can I don't know, it might be caught in some kind of loop and delete it and try it again, or just go on Gpool and make your life easy.
Yes, Gpool's way easier
Gpool's easy.
than the Guardian node. I was trying to run a Guardian node on my computer. Every time you shut it, you're not running it anymore. I highly suggest Gpool. Is a Guardian node worth setting up in a low population density area in the U.S.?
It doesn't, with the Guardian node, it doesn't matter. It's worth setting up anywhere. I think they might be confusing that with the Edge node, which is the thing that shares the broadband, which is a little different. We'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, Guardian node, you always want to stake. The only problem with the staking is it takes about 55 hours to unstake. So if you're a trader, obviously you're not going to run a Guardian node because you want to be light and nimble. But if you're a hodler, it's the best thing in the world. So.
Okay, that was wonderful for Guardian node. We are now going to move on to staking. So if I am staking less than 1,000 Theta, do I need to unstake my current stake?
I would assume he's talking about adding.
Yes,
adding okay.
into a stake. If it's less than 1,000,
Right.
Some people have had a really hard time adding in. So what would be your advice?
So the rule is you can stake at any time. You can stake anything over 1,000, and that includes adding to a current stake you have. So if you have 500, you cannot stake those 500 on top of your 1,000. What you can do is you can unstake, wait the 2.5 days, and then restake with the 1,500.
Okay.
But yeah, if you, a lot of people don't like unstaking. They say, "Oh my God, I'm going to lose 2 days of T fuel because T fuel is so valuable these days." But yeah, you can't, or you can wait and buy more. Buy. That's always my advice for anybody in Theta is buy more. So you can wait, get some money on payday, add another 500 to your total to make it 1,000, and then you can add that to your current stake.
So staking in increments of 1,000
or more.
or more.
Yes.
Okay. What is Theta's max supply?
1 billion. 1 billion Theta. Yes, 1 billion. It's a proof of stake coin, so 1 billion Theta was created. Is that Amy laughing at us? 1 billion Theta were created in the beginning. There will never be more than 1 billion Theta. T fuel is a little different, so that's where we are.
Okay. I don't understand the benefit of staking and why Theta would incentivize it with T fuel. Is there any risk to staking on Gpool?
There's a few questions there. The benefit is you secure the network. The benefit is for the blockchain. You secure the blockchain, and for doing so, you get rewarded with T fuel. So it's an incentive program. And then T fuel is used all kinds of different uses for smart contracts, for transactions, for tipping people, for video stuff on Theta TV. So great benefit. Now, is there a risk of using Gpool? No, there isn't, because all the staking you do comes back to the original wallet. So when you stake your Theta, it never leaves your wallet. It just moves from the wallet area to the stake area on your, if you're using your phone or you're using the desktop wallet. A lot of people call me and say, "Oh my God, Bix, I staked and now I have 0 Theta." Well, then I say, click over on the stakes part and you're going to see that's where the Theta is. And when you close that out, the only place it can go is right back where it started. So it can only go back onto your wallet. So there is no risk for Gpool.
Are there any drawbacks when staking directly through my mobile phone? I am currently using my computer to stake.
The drawback would be security. But, computers aren't much more secure than phones, truthfully. Again, I suggest staking from a Trezor. Works well for me, and setting it up correctly. Only buy from the manufacturer, very important. Not from Amazon. You don't know, who's going to be sending you your little Trezor, and you don't know what code is inside it and things like that. So there we have it.
So with one-click staking coming out, would you still recommend Gpool or just to do it on the Theta mobile wallet?
Well, with the one-click staking, I'm really excited about that. it should be identical to what Gpool offers, though. You're not going to make any more or any less. The one-click staking is just going to be easier for people to do, but make sure you're comfortable that your phone hasn't been hacked, and never keep all too much on your mobile wallet.
Yeah, hard wallets. Hard
wallets.
So we are going to move on to T-Fuel now. What is Theta Fuel? Do we need to buy it or only the Theta token?
T-Fuel, yeah, you should have a little bit of both. T-Fuel is different. It's the currency within the Theta network. It's used for, like I said, tipping. It's used for transactions. For example, when you send Theta, it costs 0.000001 T-Fuel, tiny fraction, whereas Ethereum costs $20. It's ridiculous. But that's what T-Fuel is used for. It's also used for Theta TV. You earn Theta by watching, or you earn T-Fuel by watching Theta TV. You earn T-Fuel by staking, by running. If you don't have any Theta and you want to participate, you can run an edge node, which is the node that shares broadband, and you can earn T-Fuel that way as well.
Thank you, Jeffrey Fred.
Thank you, Jeffrey. What do you do?
$5 super
Oh, $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, back office. So yeah, that's where T-Fuel is, and everybody's asking me, what's the ratio, Bix? You know, it came out at 5-1, but Theta is it's not hyperinflationary, but it is inflationary. They add, I think, 5% per year to the total quantity of T-Fuel out there. Plus, there's new T-Fuel staking is coming on the 21st of April. So there's a lot of components that go into. A lot of people like the ratio below 20 to 1. Some people saying it should be 5-1. When it was up to 80-1, 90-1, I know a lot of people who swapped their Theta for T-Fuel and made 5 times as much money in this latest run-up, and they're just rich beyond belief now. Lucky buggers. No, they're smart. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of where that is.
So that brings me to the next question. How do I change Theta Fuel for Theta?
You can go on Simple Swap and do that. Exchanges, those of you on Binance. The other way to get Theta and Theta Fuel is, if you're in the U.S., is to go on Binance Asia using a VPN. It's a little more complicated. Basically, you're hiding yourself. I don't highly suggest it unless you're computer savvy. But yeah, so yeah, you'd have to sell your Theta and swap it for Theta Fuel and vice versa. It is a taxable event. Every time you sell your cryptos, it is a taxable event. Unless you have it in your self-directed IRA, contact Will Lair of Perpetual Assets. Get yourself a self-directed IRA, and then you can trade cryptos all you want within your IRA, not paying taxes until you retire. So that's what I do.
Perfect. If you are staking 1,000 Theta through Guardian Node, how many T-Fuel can you earn in a month? Does anyone know how much T-Fuel you typically earn staking 1,000 Theta?
Okay, there's so many variables that I question, but there is an answer. If you go to guardianmonitor.io, it lists out how much T-Fuel you earned per Theta. And it has all kinds of metrics and things like that, but it changes all the time depending on how many people are staking, what the percentage of staking, all these different parameters, but they track it really good. guardianmonitor.io, and they have all kinds of information about Theta on that website.
And on our Instagram, you can go to the link tree, and I have a link to a T-Fuel calculator. So whatever you have staked, you can calculate what you're going to earn annually. I know it won't be a month-to-month thing, but you can probably do the math to figure that out.
You can do the math.
So which earns more T-Fuel? Which earns more T-Fuel? Gpool or your own Guardian node?
Exactly the same. T-Fuel is allocated to match the total amount staked. So you have all the Theta that's staked out there, and the T-Fuel is allocated. Every single one of those Theta get a little bit of T-Fuel. So the more you stake, the more you get. Doesn't matter if it's on Gpool or if you're running your own node. Now, T-Fuel staking, I hear, is different. There's a higher allocation because they want people to get into it right now, but not quite savvy on that yet. It's not officially out until the 21st of April.
Okay. How much Theta versus T-Fuel should I own?
That's up to you. I mean, obviously T-Fuel is more volatile. Theta's volatile, but T-Fuel is more volatile. And then ultimately, if you own Theta, you have the ability to vote yourself more T-Fuel. And people aren't really talking about it right now, but the Theta token and Theta Guardian nodes and validators really have all the control over the amount of T-Fuel that is in circulation. If T-Fuel prices get too high, like Ethereum gas is too high, the Guardian nodes and the validator nodes can vote to release another 5 billion T-Fuel out there to all the Theta holders. So that's a little benefit that at some time in the future, I would assume that will happen. Not to destroy T-Fuel, but to make transactions very affordable and to benefit T-Fuel holders. The mothership is the blockchain T-Fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, blockchain Theta. Benefit Theta holders. It gets a little confusing. So yes, Theta is the mothership, and Theta, if you hold Theta tokens, you get to decide.
Can the ratio of Theta to T-Fuel reach 1 to 10 or 1 to 6?
Price-wise, sure. I mean, as far as quantity-wise, I think now it's 1 to 6 or something like that. But again, scarcity will be valued in the future. As people see the value of the U.S. dollar decline because of all the money they're printing, scarcity is going to be the number one issue. And because T-Fuel doesn't have a limited amount, I think Theta will always carry a higher premium than T-Fuel.
Okay, so now we are going to move on to predictions about Theta. And so our first question is, do we think Theta is going to pull back soon, or should I buy now?
I get that every day. Every day, the same thing. And if anybody knew, they'd be richer than Paige. But my advice to anybody is dollar cost average in.
Thank you for the tip.
Thank you for the tip. Dollar cost average in, meaning put a little in now, set yourself a schedule for the next month. Say you have $10,000 to invest. Say, okay, every Friday at X time, I'm gonna buy $1,000 worth of Theta for the next 10 weeks, something like that. Because yeah, Theta can drop 90% at any time. It could also double, quadruple. I mean, in 2020, it went up 40x. I see the same thing happening this year. So in the long run, you're not going to care about the little dropbacks.
Okay. Where do you think Theta will be 5 years down the line?
Holy crap. 5 years is like eternity in crypto land. We could be at the bottom of some kind of crash also. So I think a better way to look at it is, I think everybody in the world will know about it, be using it with their normal television watching, their normal internet. It'll be like a cell phone is today. Everybody knows what a cell phone is. In 5 years, I think everybody's going to know what Theta is and Theta Fuel is.
Me too. I was wondering what you and Bix were thinking for price predictions for T-Fuel.
Why don't you take this one, Paige?
I have no idea. I see it staying a little bit lower and not going too high, because then the cost of the transactions on the Theta network would be too expensive, kind of like Ethereum right now.
Was this about T-Fuel or about Theta?
T-Fuel.
Oh, okay.
For T-Fuel.
Okay.
What do you think, Bix?
Yeah, I don't think it's the cost per transaction is not an issue in the near future. Right now, it literally costs like 100,000th of a cent to do a transaction. So it's nothing. You can do as many. One T-Fuel right now will last you many lifetimes. So that is not an issue, and it's something to think about hypothetically. But I don't see that being an issue for decades. Yes, I do think Theta and Theta Fuel will be around for decades. But no, that's not something to worry about today. So what is the value of T-Fuel? It's volatile. It's rigged by Binance also. You got to remember that. They have the most T-Fuel out there. I think they have the most Theta as well, other than Theta Labs. So, and Binance is a criminal cabal exchange, but they provide liquidity to the cryptos. So we'll see. But both are good investments. I would say if you want to be safe, go Theta. If you want to be risky, take the high risk, high reward, and high loss, go Theta Fuel.
All right, we need some thank yous for
Thank
Evan
you.
Spellman. Evan Spellman, thank you so much.
Cheers to you.
Cheers. Cheers.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Thank you to Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet, thank you.
Silver Bullet, and thank you to Bill P4.
Says
Bill
lucky.
P4, Bill P4.
Lucky. Bill P4.
Bill P4, thank you. Thank you guys for the super chats. Very sweet.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
All right, where are we?
We are still on predictions.
Hi, Lisa.
Yes, Lisa's
She's
in
got
Hi,
a
Lisa.
she's got a green heart for us.
You were projecting $88.88 for Theta for 2021. What is your new projection, as you've acknowledged you underestimated? Cheers.
I did put a new projection out for the private road, but I did say I'll talk about everything today. So yes, my new projection would be by the end of the year, $888.88. So I went from $88, 10x move from there. Now I think this will happen. The first flurry is going. Oh, you got sun and non-sun.
I'm trying to move
Here,
over.
I'll move over here. Slight adjustment, road to Ruta adjustment. There.
Detour.
So I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but $2 sounded crazy last year when Theta was sitting there at 5 cents. The world still has no idea about Theta. No idea. The tech investor community has trillions of dollars they invest in tech companies. They're very smart, very well capitalized. They have yet to come into Theta. Theta is, not only is Theta a cryptocurrency, it is a technology company that's going to change the world. Broadband for humanity is something that's absolutely necessary. And I think this year's the year that's going to be discovered. The tech investors are going to come in. That's where I get the $888.88. But we'll see, right? If it's only $88.88. And there's the other things. One, the U.S. 300 million people really don't have any access to Theta right now. It's very hard, unless you're on road to Ruta private. But also, they have some monster ad campaign coming, like with sports celebrities and things like that, talking about Theta and Theta Fuel. It'll be mainstream. This is not some little fly-by-night crypto. This is extremely smart people with extremely huge and powerful partnerships that are coming on. Apple will come on, Netflix will come on, YouTube's already there through Google, theoretically. But it is extremely important to humanity to expand the broadband. The broadband without Theta, we'd have to put trillions and trillions of dollars just to keep up with broadband expansion, with all the new technologies coming on, with high definition sports and TVs and you name it. Congressional hearings are being held about the broadband problem right now. It won't last another couple of years unless something is done, and Theta invented the solution and has 2 patents on the solution. So that's where I get $888.88. Don't forget the 88 cents.
So if the price of Theta went to $3,000 a coin, that means Theta would have a market cap of $3 trillion, and no company is worth that at this time. How can the price of Theta go that high?
I would say, first of all, Theta's
What
not.
you just talked about.
Theta's not a company. You can look at Apple Computer with their $1 trillion market cap, I think it is, and say, well, yeah, it's Apple. Well, what's the internet worth? How's that? I mean, Theta is the internet. It's how the internet can expand. What is the value of the internet? It's a technology. It's not a company. Now, Theta Labs behind the scenes is the technical part of it. They'll be very, very valuable. Those guys will probably be, in the hundreds of billions of dollars that company will be worth. But Theta, the token, and Theta, the protocol, and Theta, the technology, how do you put a dollar value on the internet itself? So, yeah, I see Theta going in the next 3 years to $10,000 a coin, which is a $10 trillion market cap.
So, should I buy now or will there be a dip? Can the price come down a bit so we can buy some? Is it too late to buy?
The price can go down 90%, maybe 95%. But that's cryptos. You know, you have a Bitcoin crash and everybody crashes. I don't see it happening, especially with Theta, because nobody's really in it. And people are staking and they're earning Theta fuel. They're living off their Theta fuel from what they bought when Theta was 10 cents, 20 cents. Now they're earning Theta fuel, and Theta fuel has gone from under a penny to 40 cents or 32 cents now, I think. So yeah, it's bigger than all the cryptos put together, truthfully. And all the cryptos put together absolutely need Theta so they can operate on the internet. So that's where that is.
Yes. Okay. So we are going to move on to our next topic, which is selling Theta, which I know Bix won't necessarily like.
Wait,
but
we
hey,
need some shout outs.
we got some questions on it.
We got some shout outs.
Shout outs for people.
Tips.
Tips.
Thank you for the tip, Wood Billy Bear.
Wood Billy Bear.
Thank you.
Thank you for the tip, Kevin Benassi.
Kevin Benassi. Thank you.
so much.
For the tip, Donna Works.
Donna Works.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
You done? Back office is done. We need those little things in your ear. You like this? Yes. Wait. We have breaking news.
One more. Thank you, Beer Chicken Wings.
Beer Chicken Wings. Hey,
Ooh,
I want to
love the
hang out with
name.
him. Him and Bitcoin Ben should hang out.
Yes.
All right. Moving on.
So we're selling Theta. When Theta gets to a level that we should when Theta gets to a level that we should pull profits, what's the best way to switch to fiat? Don't.
Don't. Well, yeah, no, I wouldn't say don't. I mean, the reason you're investing is that you can buy things. I don't think many people invest in cryptos to increase their fiat holdings. They invest in cryptos because they think fiat is going away, and they're smart and they're moving into things that will be valuable in the future, not unbacked fiat money. But at the same time, you're going to want to buy a house, a boat, a car. You got to get like Snippy. You got to peel some off the top, right at the bottom. No, hopefully you'll wait till it's more elevated. But there's many ways to sell Theta. The best way in the U.S. right now would be use Simple Swap to swap Theta for Litecoin, and then go on Coinbase and sell your Litecoin, which links to your bank account. A better way is to sell it to friends and family. All your friends and family see you getting rich, and you say, hey, I can set you up with a Theta wallet. You give me cash, I'll give you some Theta. So yeah, that's where it is. It's exciting.
Yes. I think we just covered that.
We just covered that. Beer break. We might need the bottle opener for this. Guinness is flowing like a river.
Like Guinness.
Flowing like a Guinness on St. Paddy's Day. Again, cheers. Happy St. Paddy's Day.
Cheers.
Like, we had to look at the camera. I need a bottle opener.
Oh.
When would be a good time to sell your Theta?
Never.
I think 10,000 would be a great time to sell Theta. No, when you need the money. Theta will continue to go up. It'll be volatile, but it'll continue to go up and up until when everybody is not only talking about Theta, but everybody has some Theta and Theta fuel. Then you want to think about other investments when you find an undervalued investment. Until then, and that's coming. Until then, I wouldn't sell unless I need some stuff. Like Amy keeps bitching to me about a house because we haven't lived in a house in forever. So we might be looking at a house soon.
Thank you, Robert.
David Rivera, thank you.
And David.
Thanks for your dedication to educating us.
Can you guys hear Amy when she, or do we have to repeat what she says?
Thank you, Robert Faust.
Thank you, Robert Faust. Any others?
That's it for now.
That's it for now.
Beers are on them.
Jean-Claude in the
Thank
house.
you.
Ooh la la, Jean-Claude.
Hi, JC.
Hey, JC, get this woman on your show and do a live one with Paige. Paige Goodger and Jean-Claude talking about life.
I'm nervous.
You're on live TV right now. How many people watching?
We have 1,047.
1,047.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, give me thumbs up. We only have 341 people. 342 people in thumbs up, but there's 1,000 people watching. Come on, you're too lazy. Just lean over and click that thumbs up.
Great
Hit
hat,
the thumbs up for good luck.
You like this hat?
Vic. Everyone's loving your hat.
It is. My wife bought me this hat. I would, I don't want to tell you it's from what, Vaughn's, but actually I think it was from Rite Aid.
Rite Aid.
It's the best, only the best. Here you go, Paige.
Oh, thank you. This will help half
I
my
know.
other beer, but okay.
You gotta learn to keep up. We're in the big leagues now. Amy, you want beer?
I'm good.
She's good. Next question, please.
Okay, we are going to switch to talking about edge nodes. So,
Ooh.
what is an edge node and what part does it play? Explain exactly what tasks our edge nodes are doing for us non-techie hodlers.
I want to hear the answer to this too. Okay, the edge node is how the Theta broadband sharing works. It's a software program that you download. You run it on your computer behind the scenes, and it basically shares your extra broadband and earns T-Fuel for doing that. You don't need Theta to do it. You don't have to spend any money. Just go to thetalabs.org, download the Theta Edge node, and you will be sharing broadband with people and earning Theta Fuel. As far as how it works, oh my God, you got to read the patents. I tried to read the patent. It is so far above my pay grade, I can't even tell you, but it does work. And I know that it works because you do get your T-Fuel if you run an edge node. And it can be used for a lot of different things like edge computing. If you ask me to explain to you what edge computing is, I would say I have absolutely no idea, but everybody's like goo goo gaga over edge computing. It's like putting together all these computers to have the biggest, most powerful AI computer in the world is edge computing. And Theta edge nodes are supposedly the bomb at that. So yeah, that's where that is.
Yes, and then what is the difference between an edge node and a guardian node?
The edge node is the actual computer software that facilitates the sharing of broadband. A guardian nodes, they control and monitor and make sure everything's going fine on the Theta blockchain.
Okay, we are going to switch to talking about Theta TV.
Okay.
Okay.
Which we should be doing this live on Theta TV, but I haven't quite figured out how to record everything and do it properly. It's something on my list to do.
Yes. Will you still be uploading on Theta TV?
I do upload. I was uploading every one, but I think I missed a couple. After I post on YouTube, I do upload all my videos on Theta TV, and I do special videos, special private road videos. I think I put a couple Jenny Moonstone videos up there on Theta TV as well. So definitely join our family over at Theta TV. It's under Road to Ruda.
Yes. So they can tip you with T-Fuel on
Yeah.
Theta TV? Someone
Absolutely.
was asking about that.
Yes, give me a tip, and the more I get tipped on Theta TV, I would love to leave YouTube. You know, YouTube's the deep state. I'm not a fan of that, but
Careful.
when the song I just put out again on YouTube, and they disabled my monetization on that song because I was talking about YouTube. Bastards.
So, do you know who owns Silver TV?
Sliver TV. It's not Silver. It's Sliver.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was typed in. Silver.
I know. Yeah. Sliver TV is owned by, I think is it a public company? I don't know. You guys in the chat room know, but the guys that I think Mitch was part of that, the CEO of Theta. Definitely, Theta and Sliver are hand in hand. So I don't know.
Okay.
That'd be the first
We'll
one. I
look
don't
into
know.
that one for you guys.
All right, big shout out to
You can do
CWLPFOC.
shout outs.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you
think
for
they
the
said they can hear her.
generous tip.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Victor Cando.
Victor in the house.
Thank you, David L.
Thank you, David.
And whoever tipped me to Theta, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the Theta.
Amy's getting Theta tips? I'll never see that Theta, that's for sure.
Oh, God.
So how does one start broadcasting on Theta TV? I tried several times, but with no luck. Seems complicated.
It's like anything tech-wise. It's not that complicated once you get the hang of it. So it's very doable. I ended up doing it, and I don't know how. But I think you need approval for something. So I don't know the answer. I'm 2 for 2, right? I don't know the answer, although I'm doing it right now, and it's working seamlessly. At least posting videos. I haven't tried the live. There's a button for the live chat. It's got a name for it. It's decentralized too. That's the cool thing. Now, Theta TV is centralized. You can't just say anything, but they're not as bad as YouTube at axing what you say. But the Theta live streaming, I forgot the name of it. It's going to be completely decentralized, which is scary because you can say anything you want. Theta has nothing to do with what goes on that decentralized stream. But the future is decentralization. They can fight it. Bad guys can fight it all they want, but the future is freedom, and that's what Theta represents as far as the decentralized form of live streaming.
Yes. So now we're going to move on to some random questions that didn't really fit into any of the other previous categories. So the first question is, how do I explain to my friends what Theta is?
Wow. Show them a video. Send them to...
Wait, real quick, Paige,
Hold on.
Can you flash your shirt?
Oh, yeah.
People are like thinking your shirt says Ucky or Puke.
Lucky.
Lucky. St. Patrick's Day, y'all.
I know. We need to... Okay, you want to do another shift? You're getting more sun.
If we need to.
I think we should.
Oh, that's going to bring it into the room.
You might get to see Amy. Another
I'm
shift.
at work back here, making sure the chat room's
Look at that.
Little shift. Wait, I have to show you guys my shoes. Look at these. Awesome little gold shoes for St. Patrick's Day.
What is happening to the Road to Ruta? We turned into a fashion channel.
I'm starting to show my outfit.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
You're still not out of the sun, are you?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Moving on.
So show people video about what Theta is, if they need to explain it to their
Oh,
friends.
yeah. Show them a video, but you could say it's a new technology that allows people to share their broadband. Because our broadband, you don't want that little circle going around when you're trying to download a movie, right? This is a new technology that you download on your computer. And it's run by a cryptocurrency protocol.
And you can earn T-Fuel.
Yeah, don't get caught in the weeds. Just say, hey, it's a new way to share broadband that was just invented. It's unbelievable. You should check out more on YouTube or at thetatoken.org.
So how might Gary Gensler help or hurt Theta? Also, indirectly related, how does Basel III reclassifying gold as a Tier 1 asset perhaps affect blockchain technology and Theta? Would a digital gold-backed money work hand in hand with Theta's tech? Thanks in advance.
Wow. That's a gold bug trying to put in some gold bug questions. What was it? Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler was the head of the CFTC when JP Morgan was rigging the market. He supposedly tried to take him down, but wasn't allowed to by the stronger powers than the regulators, is what I hear. Ooh, I hear a helicopter. We might have to drink for this one.
Oh,
It's a big one. It's coming right overhead.
drink
Can you guys
time.
hear that? All right. But a little more on Gary Gensler. Brilliant guy. He is absolutely crypto savvy, but he's absolutely on the side of regulation. He is now the head of the CFTC, or the SEC, or about to be head of the SEC. He taught classes in cryptocurrency at MIT. And I watched some of his courses. He definitely said that XRP is a security. No doubt in his mind, but he said, even if I become the head of the SEC, it will be decided in the courts, was his answer. So he's way heavy on the regulator side. And what was the other part of the question? The
Basel III.
The Basel III
Reclassifying
gold,
gold
yes.
as a Tier 1 asset.
It's banker games. It's all banker games. The reclassification of gold as a Tier 1 asset was required because the bankers were having to show how much gold they had. It's got nothing to do with anything other than banker games. And whether or not there'll be a electronic gold, I think no. I don't. I am not a fan of cryptos and precious metals combining because it weakens both of them. If you add a crypto to gold, you're adding third-party risk, and vice versa. Cryptos don't need gold and silver and gold don't need cryptos. It weakens the value of both when you do that because you lose the whole concept of what those assets are, which are assets that have no third-party risk. So when you're attaching something else to it, you automatically add another layer of risk. And I think it's, bravo to those who are trying to do it, but I would never buy something that added a risk to my silver or added a risk to my crypto.
Okay.
And we're back. Sorry for that brief intermission. It's like Jean-Claude with his new fancy commercials for Miles Franklin. Except we had no fancy commercials. Are we back online?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Whew. Saved by the bell. All right, where were we?
Okay, so how do you access the Theta you receive by joining the private road? Best to keep it in the paper wallet with private key it was received in. There's a whole page on Road to Ruta.
The Theta page is called.
Yes, the Theta page. So if you do want to access that Theta and get it off of the paper wallet, definitely visit that page. I'll explain, there's a video, but do you think people should just keep it in their paper wallet?
If you're not comfortable with Theta wallets, yeah, it's the safest thing you can have. Just stick it away with your gold and silver in a vault. Make sure you don't lose it because it's like cash. If you want to move it off of your paper wallet onto a mobile wallet or whatever, yeah, there's a video on how it's done. You basically go onto the Theta desktop or Theta mobile wallet, no, Theta desktop wallet, and you enter your private key. Yes, if you go from a paper wallet to a online wallet, only do it once. Take everything off that paper wallet. But you can get your private key, which will open the wallet, and then you can send it off your paper wallet. There you go.
Perfect.
It's a little one. It's a little helicopter. I haven't seen any of the big jet F-16 type stuff since about an hour ago. So we might be free and clear of Maverick and Goose.
Maverick and Goose. Happy birthday, Goose. So what would Starlink and other future upgrades to the current internet infrastructure have on the need for excess bandwidth and Theta?
That's a great question. Everybody asks about it. Now, Starlink especially because it's the hot new shiny object. They're going to put like 40,000 satellites in low Earth orbit to project broadband. Amazing concept. Whether or not it gets done is still up in the air. But you need a full-on receiver for it, a huge infrastructure. They're expensive. But also it doesn't solve the last mile problem, which is basically as the content delivery networks spit out Netflix movies and all that, it's that last mile. Say you're in an apartment building and one person has the satellite for Starlink, and then how do you get it to all the rest of the people within the apartment building? That's what Theta solves, is the last mile problem. Mesh network is what they call it, and it's an amazing technology. That's why they went and got a patent on it. So it definitely, Theta, at least from everything I've seen, Starlink and all the other technologies, Theta is compatible with everything. It's not fighting to beat anybody. It is assisting in the distribution of video content, internet speeds and capacities. That's why I've been jumping up and down. It's the bad guys want it, the good guys want it, all the big tech companies want it. Everybody's on the side of Theta. The only people who aren't on the side of Theta are, number one, big crypto whales who never got in, who want to get in. They're trying to slam the price every once in a while. And number two, traders who trade themselves out of position, snippy, then trade themselves out of position and want to get back in at a lower number. Everybody else is like Theta, Theta, Theta positive. That's my take.
Thank you for the tips. I see a couple tips in there.
Any names?
I can't see the names.
Amy's doing shout outs, except she's not shouting anything.
Okay, Jen Cray.
Thank you, Jen.
And Robert A.
Thank you so much, Robert A. We appreciate it. How much Theta is enough to retire?
Probably one. At the end of the day, when Theta's 50,000 a coin. No, I mean, I get that question all the time. How much silver is too much? You know, how much silver do I need to retire? And some people see retirement as, you know, they got, you know, $10,000 to last them the rest of their life. Some people say I need 10 million to last me the rest of my life, and you know, somewhere in between or somewhere bigger. It all depends on the person. What kind of retirement do you want to live on? So, no idea. The Michelle White Dove prediction of Theta going to in the thousands was upgraded recently. She said 3,000 to 5,000, and now she's set up to 10,000 over time. So yeah, do the calculation. How many Theta you have right now times 10,000 per token, and you'll say, "Holy moly!" That's what you'll say.
Holy moly.
Holy moly!
So in GuardianMonitor.io, they have different uptake monitors. Monitors? It says monkey ears, but I think they meant monitors, maybe?
Monikers.
Monikers? Elite, silver, and bronze. How are those calculated? Just wondering.
I just saw Big Dog come up. Big Dog 1111. Check out his YouTube channel. Great.
Thanks for the tip, Big Dog.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
Big
you,
Dog.
Big Dog.
Okay, we're good.
Sorry, I got distracted. What was that?
Thank you, Scotty Bob.
Thank you, Scotty Bob.
He's got two first names.
GuardianMonitor.io, they have different uptake monikers.
Yeah.
Elite, silver, bronze. How are those calculated?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I think it's got to do with the uptime of the node. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because I don't think any of the nodes have 100% uptime. There's upgrades that need to be done and things that happen, but I think it has to do with the amount of uptime over X amount of time period.
Okay. Is high-speed fiber optics a threat to Theta?
No, again, the Theta, the technology. I mean, high-speed fiber optics is what, you know, all the information goes through. Theta is a kind of a content delivery network. It's a CDN, so it's going to take that high. It's, you know, they help each other, so it'll take the high speed and then just spurt it out over a mesh network over the local area, and everybody's going to be running their edge nodes, sharing the broadband because they want that T fuel that'll be up to $10 a T fuel. So yeah, it's again, Theta is really an assister. It's something that helps the expansion of all these different components that are necessary so that we can communicate in this style, in this way. So, and any potential competitors have pretty much been locked out because of the two new patents. So Theta's free to run as long and hard as it wants. It's like a wild stallion out there in the fields. Go, run, be free.
Be free.
Yes.
Wild and free.
Not in America, though, apparently. Not in America.
I like to think of Theta like if you have like a plug where you plug something in and they have the extra plugs that you can plug in, and instead of just having 2, now you have 8. So I think Theta is kind of the same way, where it's just expanding what you already have on the current infrastructure that is currently available, which is the internet. So,
and there's all sorts of extra things it can do as well.
Yes, but like basic, I like to have visuals and more tangible.
That makes sense.
Examples of what these things do.
That's why we have Paige for the Word Wednesday. She tries to explain things in terms that make sense, other than my stupid mouth. You can't explain anything. Okay.
No.
Uncle Cliff is in the house.
Hello, Cliff. Boy, I love that man.
Thank you, Daddy-O, for the super chat.
Thank you, Daddy-O, for the chat.
Thank you.
I want a name like that, Daddy-O.
Daddy B.
Daddy B. There you go.
What is the next elemental coin?
The private road members will. Let me explain what the elemental coins are. I've been doing work with Jenny Moonstone, the psychic extraordinaire. Go to jennymoonstone.com and get a reading. And from the beginning, she was talking about she was not a fan of cryptos, most cryptos, but she loved Theta, and she said it's one of the 4 elemental coins that are coming. So everybody's been saying, okay, Bix, what are the other coins? And we have identified one. I've been doing research on it for the last couple of weeks, and we will be revealing the elemental coin come this weekend. So I'm talking to Jenny on Thursday. We'll post something either Friday or Saturday about the second elemental coin, and then there's 2 others after that. So Theta is the fire. You got fire, you got water, which is the next one, and then you got air and dirt, land, Earth. That's it, Earth. Dirt, land. So yeah, it's really exciting, and it took me a while to get my head around why this one would be, because it's not a blockchain, would be one of the elementals, but now I fully understand it. It's big. It's big. So, well,
Stay tuned.
hey, if you're a private road member, you will find out this weekend. Ready, break.
So when will Bix interview someone from Theta Management?
I'm not so sure that Theta Management loves Bix Weird, truthfully. Way back when, they were mad at Cliff, because Cliff was saying, that type of technology won't work because it's blockchain's too slow. And then we sent him the white paper. He says, oh, okay, I get it. But for me, it was like, no, he talks about spiritual stuff and he believes in aliens, so we don't want to be associated with Bix Weird. Hey, everybody's got their own path in life, and I don't want to muck up anything that Theta's doing. They're very by the book, and they know their world, and their world is the high-tech world, and I'm just going to let them be, and just like they let me be. And it's a mutual respect, more on my side that I respect them. But I'm very happy that the Road to Ruta family has gotten so involved with Theta and what they're doing. And those guys at Theta don't let you down. And they say they're going to do something. 99% of the time, they're going to do it. So, yeah, that's where we are.
Okay. Where were we? Okay, I'm curious about how Theta and other cryptos are taxed.
They're taxed like any other capital asset. You have your capital gains tax. Every time you sell a crypto, even if you swap it for another crypto, that is a taxable event. And no, that is not tax advice. And no, people have said, well, no, it's if you do this and you do this and you set up this trust, you can get around it. And God bless you. But all I know is the SEC and the CFTC have no soul, and they don't give a shit what you think. Even if it's by the book law-wise, they're gonna rape and pillage you for your money if you're a crypto person. So that's my take. So I do almost all my trading in my self-directed IRA. So they're gonna tax me. It's just gonna be when I retire, when I'm 65.
Self-directed IRAs, baby.
Will there, perpetualassets.com.
So, how do I stay in source when thoughts of greed for profit seep into my mind?
Well, it is an interesting concept because there's nothing stopping you from giving away all your wealth. Greed for profit is an interesting concept. I do believe greed is good because with greed you can give away everything. I mean, if you're hurting people just to get money, that's one thing. If you're helping the world, I talked to Jenny about this. She didn't want to charge very much at all for her readings, and I'm like, well, you're either a socialist or a capitalist. Which one do you want to be? And she knew socialism does not work. It's always failed in the history of mankind. But it doesn't mean you have to keep your money to buy things for yourself. You can help feed the world if you have a lot of capital. And if your greed is I'm greedy for helping the world, that's, think of it in that thing. It doesn't have to make you feel bad when you get rich. You could think, I can help 10,000 people with the money I made in the past 6 months type of thing. And it's what you do with it. And Michelle White Dove's talked about that. Jenny's talked about it. It's amazing how many Road to Ruta people were talking about what they would do if they didn't have to work for the man anymore. And 99% of them, none of them were like, I want to buy a Lambo. All of them were like, I want to do this. I want to discover things. I want to help the world understand cryptocurrencies. I want to go out and feed starving people in Africa. And, that's a classic one, but it's true. Some people want that, and you can actually achieve it, and really do some good. Yes, volunteering your time is good as well, but if you can volunteer time, money, and provide management and initiative to the things you're doing, that's more important than everything. That's my take.
Thank you, Matt Spurlock.
Thank you, Matt.
Loves you.
We love you, Matt. We love you, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Everybody still wants to know what your shirt says.
I will show it again. It says lucky.
They think it says with an F because all you see is the UCK.
Oh, that'd be a fun word.
And the word is today. Word Wednesday.
Word Wednesday. Okay, so should we refer to Theta as a girl or a guy? Like, she's going up or he's on fire today.
She's my Theta girl. She really rocks my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. I do have my song about done. I was going to play it today, but I don't know if the sound would be all right. It's a really cool song. It's very upbeat, hippie snappy. And only Amy got that one. But yeah, it's called Theta Girl. Let me read you a couple lines from the song.
Ooh, a little preview?
A little preview. It goes,
Thanks, password.
I know. I was searching for a token that would fly to the sky. I'd dump everything on her, let her take me so high. She said her name was Theta, want to go for a ride with broadband expansion, always there by my side. She's my Theta girl, she really rocks my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. 40x move in 2020 was fun, but you ain't seen how high my little Theta can run. Coinbase will add 300 million or more. America will love her as they watch her price soar. She's my Theta girl, she really rocks my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta. Anyway, stuff like that. Very fun song. No, it's not too deep. It's going to do well on the Freedom Road Tour this summer. We are definitely going. I have ordered my RV. It should be here in April/May. They get the parts from China. And Paige and Josh are coming on the road. We're going to get them a trailer. And we're going to get Bitcoin Ben out there. Anybody who wants to join, it's going to be amazing. If you've made your retirement an actual thing that is not off in the far distant, you can join us in our caravan. All over. Definitely come July, but maybe even June. So that's the plan. Okay, moving on.
Excited.
I know.
So, these are just some fun comments that I received that I wanted to share with you.
Uh-oh.
All of these questions are over. We might take a few from the chat room. But what is Theta used for? Surveillance cameras on every lamppost, streaming in real time to make sure, Bix, you don't go looking for gold in the Grand Canyon.
That's a good one, yeah. Don't be afraid of AI is your friend. AI is your friend. Okay.
We need a Theta/T Fuel song, which we just learned we are getting.
Close with this, close.
And last but not least, no questions. Just let Bix know he's the man and all the pirates of the world love him.
Oh, that's nice. It is true. You know, you're everybody's friend when things go well in cryptos. Talk to people in like 2018, the end of 2000, all 2018 when everything was crashed. Bix, you're such an asshole. How can you say that? Like, Jesus Christ. Damn, I'll ride this. Hey, anybody who's going to give me a hard time if Theta crashes, sell now. Get your original investment out, sell, and then nobody can bitch at me in the future. How's that?
And radical self-responsibility, radical self-reliance.
Wow.
You make all your own decisions, and that's what we teach on the Road to Ruta. Do your own research, make all of your decisions based on what you believe, not just because someone else is saying it. So that is all the questions that I have prepared for today. Should we take a few from the chat room?
Sure.
Thank you, Josh. Backus.
Thank you, Josh.
Amy, are there any
Bring
chat
the tour
room?
to Kansas City.
Oh yeah, Kansas City, definitely. We'll go. We're hitting town to town. We got a lot of towns to hit. Hopefully, we'll be within 150 miles where you guys are.
Theta's up to 770.
Ooh.
Theta's at 770 just because of this interview.
Just in this.
Word Wednesday with Paige. She brought up Theta up 70 cents today. Nice job, Paige.
Oh, thank you.
Any
So,
questions?
shoot us.
Oops.
Where do I cash out Theta? Silversmith.
We already went over that question.
Okay.
Sell
Okay,
it,
shoot
swap
us some
it.
questions
Yeah.
that we haven't answered in the chat room.
Who wants? Raise your hand if you want Paige to go on Beyond Mystic 2 with Jean-Claude for an interview? Raise your hand.
How do exchanges rig prices?
How do exchanges rig prices? Let's just take the biggest exchange, Binance. All the same techniques that they use in the regulated exchanges, the high frequency trading. What do they call it? What did J.P. Morgan just get nailed for? They'll place a bid and pull their bids. A lot of computer tech stuff. Binance owns so many coins and controls an exchange that they can make all their coins disappear because they're the massive liquidity in Theta. Spoofing, that was it. Thank you, Paige.
Yeah.
Spoofing, and there's all kinds of different terminology. So, and crypto exchanges are completely, for the most part, unregulated. And you can, how do you know that some shifting is going on? Look at the volumes traded. Like Litecoin was at once trading every 24 hours, 150% of all the Litecoin ever mined. You knew that. You knew it's just bullshit. But the same thing goes for the COMEX, the LBMA, the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ. They're all rigged. But cryptos are, for the most part, unregulated. So you know the riggers are doing their best. The best thing you can do, get your hands on some and get it off the exchange and put it in your Trezor or whatever long-term storage you want. That's the best thing. There you go. How was that, back room?
Good, awesome. Can you explain how cryptos are valued? I'm used to the bid and ask price of stock and options where everyone is bidding.
How are cryptos valued? Same. You know, there's exchanges all over the world. I don't know how many there are right now, crypto exchanges. A lot of them are complete frauds. But there are a handful of really good ones. But yeah, it's they're traded just like any other stock or bond. So I would say the same, other than a lot of it's unregulated.
Does Paige plan on going live more often?
Does Paige plan on going live more often? What do you think, Paige?
Maybe it's a little more difficult usually because Bix is up in Oakland. I'm down in San Diego, so we like to go live when we are together.
Mm-hmm.
But we can go live with.
We could do it, yeah.
Being
Apart.
remote. So yeah, if you guys want us to go live more, let us know. Give us a thumbs up, and we can do some more live streams for you guys. For you all, I should say.
For y'all.
Not just the guys, all the girls too.
Paige has been saying y'all, for y'all.
For y'all.
All right, next question, please.
I'm waiting for someone to come in.
Can we go drink now?
Okay. In the meantime, I think we're gonna do a little Road to Ruta giveaway.
A giveaway. I have some Road to Ruta coins that we'll be picking up on Friday. So we might as well give some away, right?
Yes. Let's do a Road to Ruta silver coin giveaway.
Okay.
Oh man, here we go.
And
Amy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
so the question is
Wait. We got to tell. You got to type it into the chat, and the first one to get it in the chat is going to win the coin.
yes.
I'm watching.
Here we go. Hang on
Okay.
tight.
So
I don't even know what the question is.
what happened 6 years ago for 2 of our Road to Ruta members today?
Here come 2 offspring. Those. Oh, wow. While you're thinking about it, look at this. See that? Can they see it?
You get them?
Oh, I don't know.
Right now. A little bit.
Wow.
Okay.
Hold on.
Jeff Jensen.
Jeff.
Jeff. J-E-P.
Jeff Jensen is the winner.
Jeff Jensen, you are correct. Amy and Bix got married 6 years ago. Happy anniversary to Amy and Bix. And
I was the leprechaun that she found on the side of the street.
Is Paige adopted?
Paige is too cool to be adopted.
I'm not adopted.
She's my stepdaughter.
Yes, my mom married Bix, and now Bix is my stepfather, which I just call him my dad. So that's like one of our most asked questions too. Is like, is Bix your uncle? How are you guys related? So Amy is my biological mom, and then we married in with this guy.
Yeah, that's the story.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. She's ready to take over Rotorua. She's much smarter than me, so I'm truthfully, I would love to retire one of these days. Hello, Amy.
Sorry?
Amy will retire.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I think, are we done, or are we, I think it's a good time to end.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's an hour and...
I don't
15
care about that.
minutes
When
now.
are the bars open? I think we're done. Paige, you want to finish it off?
Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. I hope you all learned a little bit about Theta. And thank you so much to everyone who submitted questions. We really appreciate it. And we are going to be coming out with a support team for Rotorua. So more questions that you guys have will be able to be answered quicker and more efficiently. So thank you so much again for everyone who tuned in today. Thank you so much for Bix for joining me. And we will see you all on the next live
Word Wednesday.
on the Word Wednesday. Take care, be safe today, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Adios.